the mindset that it was communicated to me from him is that he feels like when you become an adult, you don't have fun. And for me, it was kind of like, oh man, like how am I representing adulthood for my child?
Hello, 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 look at me. I've been fresh, I've been walking with my savior. Yes, I'm trying to do my best. Guess I'm just a bag of bones, trying to shake up by the flesh. When you see me, never stress. When you see me, you say hello, hello. 3 little verses on top of her window. One more ran up, all them blessings came back about tenfold. It's been a long time since he done rubbed down on them 10 toe. When they date night, everything just falls down to crescendo. Alright, I'm gonna try to break it down. Being a parent is hard. Being married is hard. Trying to find each other throughout parenthood and partnership is almost impossible. It must be intentional and it must be focused. Even when we found time to be together, we spent that time talking about the kids. Yvette's love language is quality time, and I was giving her acts of service and physical touch. Not to mention there are cameras around. That's not quality at all. The time we spent talking about the kids, we discovered we had an additional problem we didn't even know we had. Check this out. Do you want them like, you know? You want the like anti-calluses?
I want better treatment than my children got.
Alright.
That's what I want.
Okay. Is it getting warm?
I can feel some heat.
Alright. I want to ask you a question. I want you to think about it before I'm going to go get that calluses stuff. But I want to ask you, what did you learn from each date with the kids? You took Anaya out. What'd you learn?
She's a minimalist. Oh, am I supposed to bring out my foot?
Yeah.
She's a minimalist. She's very similar to me in that she really just wants love. Like, you know, when it was time for her date, as opposed to like the older 2 boys, she was asking, she wanted to stay home. She just wanted to watch a movie, eat brownies and cookies, and get her nails done, and just literally be with me doing those things, like doing the things she loved. Once upon a time, I used to judge people with crusty heels. I don't know what happened. I think as I got married, stopped going and getting mani-pedis. It was probably the children, really, more so than the marriage.
I don't know. I don't know how women fit in all the things that, you know what I'm saying, like the beauty regimen. Like, it's so many different things that you guys focus on.
I feel like when I was like pre-whatever, college days, it was like every 2 weeks, go get your hair done. Every, so often go, like maybe once a month, go get my nails done. I wasn't really a huge whatever, but do I need to pull it out?
Yeah, this one. You can sit this one back.
But it's all about coordination, you know?
What you mean by coordination? It's about the color?
No. Coordination of the care. Like maybe prioritize one thing a week so that it's all being rotated either every 2 weeks, every month.
Well, I think that's one thing I hope to establish for all our kids is like taking care of themselves. Like facials, massages, like all that.
As a kid?
As a child. I mean, I feel like if I was introduced to that earlier, I would have been able to like understand it or like receive it now. Because right now, it's no receiving that for me.
Well, you have to model it for your children.
Right.
So you can receive it.
Is this too hot?
Not yet.
What did you learn from your date with Uriah?
I mean, as far as what parenting, I feel like I learned that I am going to actually require a lot more patience with that child. Like, I feel like my heart, it constantly goes out to him as a fellow middle child and second born. But like, it's going to be harder for me to connect with him. harder than I thought it was. And that was like very evident. But I'm also realizing that there's like, I don't know, he's still just a big teddy bear. Like he's just a cuddly little guy that is really misunderstood. He's
really though?
He really is.
He's misunderstood?
There's a huge part of it where he's misunderstood, but there's also a huge part of it where it's like he doesn't pick up on social, like he doesn't like read the room well. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if you can like fault somebody for that. It's something that is going to have to be taught more explicitly for him versus someone like Theophilus. I think the biggest lessons that I learned in my dates so far is that there's just a huge contrast in these kids. I think for a lot of it, I like expect them to be very similar to each other because they're around each other all the time.
Yeah.
Like sometimes it's hard to see their differences or to see the lack of influence that one person has on the others. But in spending the individual time, I felt like I got to see them more for who they are versus who they are with their siblings. And yeah, it was interesting. They all don't know how to be apart though. Because, well, actually, Anaya had never asked about her brothers, but Theo and Raya were always like, I wonder what
my brother's doing.
Mm-hmm. Theo and I went to the beach, and he rode his bike, and I was on my rollerblades, and he was like, Mom, do you know how to rollerblade? And I was like, yeah, I did it all the time as a kid. And he's like, well, that was a long time ago. And I was like, yeah, but I really have fun when I do it. The mindset that it was communicated to me from him is that he feels like when you become an adult, you don't have fun. Mm-hmm. And for me, it was kind of like, oh man, like how am I representing adulthood for my child?
Yeah.
And it felt kind of whack. And I was like, I don't know, I have gone rollerblading, but I haven't necessarily done it with him. So I feel like I need to do more of the things that I enjoy with my kids or in front of my kids.
Yeah. Do you think that, like, how are you going to do that? How are you going to show them that grown-ups still have fun?
I think there's like a realistic aspect of it of like when you become an adult, you have a lot more responsibilities that kind of interfere with the fun, but it doesn't have to be that way. And so it's mostly a matter of prioritizing fun. I think sometimes it'll be explicit. I think sometimes it'll come in the form of you and I going on vacations together and sharing pictures and videos of our trip.
My kids are always telling me that I work too much, and honestly, it gets annoying after a while. But I know where I'm headed and what I'm working for, so it's easy for me to put too much time into work. But when Yvette told me what Theo said, I was convicted. He deserves to know that being an adult should be fun. So we planned a trip to Hawaii and told them that we were going without them. But first, Yvette wanted to celebrate my birthday.
Okay, so Glenn hates birthdays. He doesn't like to celebrate. He doesn't like to do none of that stuff. And so I did a thing, and the kids and I have like a little surprise situation set up for him. We'll see how it goes. You need help? You need help? Don't be mad. I just invited a few people from the office.
Wow.
It's somebody's birthday today. Oh my Lord, if it's yours, why can't I celebrate? Oh my God, you a gift. I've been blessed by your presence. This is love I'm expressing. Man, I hope you get this message word out. Yeah, it's somebody's birthday today. Oh my Lord, if it's yours, why can't I celebrate? Oh my God, you a gift. I've been blessed by your presence. This is love I'm expressing, and I hope you get this message. Word up.
That cake looks good. The first plate goes to Dad.
The birthday boy.
All right, let's taste it.
Because everybody else here made it. We all work
Ready?
together.
Who made this?
We did.
All of you guys made it?
Uh-huh.
It was really good.
Thank you.
It was really good, guys. This is good.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, so while we're gone, if you guys need anything, if you guys want to have any fun, I gave Dallas some money to spend for you guys to have some fun. So if you want to have some fun, call Dallas.
What?
Okay?
They called Dallas.
Yeah, I made a little budget.
Nice. But